Okay, so first of all, to satisfy Tony's demand for comment on the course, that's absolutely right. That's what I'm here for, Tony. I think it's absolutely right that actually there are two debates. Number one, there's the legal debate about whether, from a legal perspective, Parliament should get a vote, but I'm not a trained lawyer, so I'm not going to comment. If anybody is, go for it. So I'm going to set that to one side, but I appreciate that that is a separate debate to kind of the one that we're having here. So moving on to the debate that we're having here, from my perspective, I voted Remain, like a lot of people, but to be honest, I cannot imagine why we want to let Parliament have a say in triggering Article 50. What are they going to talk about? Whether we should trigger it, when we should trigger it, next Tuesday, what should be in it? You know, if we are asking Parliament to set out our negotiating position from the start and say what's important, i.e. free movement of people or whatever, you know, that maybe that sounds like a good idea because, as Sean said, nobody has perfect knowledge and maybe Parliament will have better knowledge than the Prime Minister. But I never saw a negotiation carried out successfully where one of the negotiating parties stood up right at the start and said, by the way, this is what we actually want, and here are all our cards on the table. You know, I don't play a lot of poker, but I don't think that's how it works. And so, while all this sounds great from a sort of a view of taking people's ideas and thoughts into account, you know, I think practically it's not going to work. It's completely pointless. It's not going to add anything to the process apart from a lot of confusion. And what I really worry about is kind of the point that's been brought up on that side of the room, which is that what we're really doing here is just replaying the blooming Brexit debate again, where a lot of people who actually aren't satisfied with the outcome of the referendum are now starting to say, well, hang on a minute, you know, we need to have a say on this, we need to have a say on that, we need to have a second referendum, and the poor buggers who are under 52%, who did vote to get out, are now saying, well, hang on a minute, finally, we got to a point where somebody listened to us, and they actually took note of what we were saying. Oh, but they didn't, because now we've got another 2 years of discussion about whether MP should have a vote. So, frankly, I can't believe it's a good idea.